5 Unusual People in the World, Part 134. Hello you guys, I'm Keisha, and have a great day. The world is full of amazingly weird things that you probably have never heard of. The video features such people, and I bet you will be amazed at what's in this video. Are you ready? Let's begin. Children are seen as the crystallization of love. Nowadays, families almost give birth to only 2 to 3 children. Cases of large families with many children almost only happen in the past, but only 6 to 7 children. Number 5. Valentina Vassilieva. Valentina Vassilieva, who lived in Russia from 1707 to 1792, holds the Guinness World Record for being the woman to give most birth. Valentina gave birth to a total of 69 children. To this day, people still cannot believe the huge number of children that the woman gave birth to. Scientists and experts also have contradictory opinions about this unbelievable story. Valentina is the first wife of a farmer named Fyodor Vassilieva from Shuaya, Russia. According to some records, Valentina lived to the age of 75, and during her lifetime, she gave birth to a total of 69 children after 27 pregnancies, including 16 twins, 7 triplets, and 4 quadruplets. Of those 69 children, 2 died in infancy, and 67 others survived to adulthood. It sounds ridiculous, but according to BBC calculations, Miss Valentina could have been pregnant with twins for about 37 weeks, triplets for 32 weeks, and quadruplets for 30 weeks. If you add all the above numbers together, the total is 936 weeks. A year has 52 weeks, so when we divide it, we get 18 years. This number is completely reasonable with the 40 years that Miss Valentina lived with her ex-husband. The names of Valentina's children are not recorded in history due to incorrect family record keeping. On February 27, 1782, a list sent to Moscow by the Nikolskaya Monastery recorded that Fyodor, Valentina's husband, had given birth to 82 children after 2 marriages. The list was later published in the St. Petersburg Panorama magazine in 1834. When he was invited to register for the Guinness World Records, the shy man was not immune to shyness, nor did he enjoy popularity. That's why his name was never included in the Guinness Book of World Records. Number 4. Leonid Stepanovich Statnik. Leonid Stepanovich Statnik, born in 1970, in Podolyancy, Ukraine, is a man with a height of 8 feet 4 inches. With a terrible height that no one can overcome, this man was once thought to be the tallest person in this world. It should be noted that Statnik was never officially measured by the Guinness World Records, but by the Ukraine Book of Records, where his height is 8 feet 4 inches. Leonid suddenly grew to an amazing height at the age of 12. At that time, a brain tumor in his head was overgrown due to hormone production. Since then, the giant disease has caused Leonid's height to increase by about 1 feet within 3 years. The huge height makes Leonid encounter many difficulties in daily life. He couldn't fit any shoes. At the same time, the weight of his body made his back always in pain, and he always had low self-esteem, didn't want to communicate with women. Leonid once said that his unusual height is a punishment from God, not something to celebrate. He didn't know what sin he had committed before, but all his life, Leonid only wished to be a normal person with normal height. Sadly, Leonid passed away on August 24th from a brain hemorrhage caused by various health problems. Anyone who has gone through puberty knows very well that the body during that time goes through a lot of changes. Height, weight, voice, hormones. But for this girl, this period is so much more complicated than anyone else. Number 3. Shalini Yadav. Shalini Yadav, born in 2001, living in India, has extremely dry, flaky, red, and itchy skin. With such distinct skin, people call her Snack Girl. Her skin became so tight that she could not walk without a cane or wheelchair. The glances and questions of strangers dented her confidence. According to doctors, Shalini suffers from a skin condition called lamellar ichthyosis, a disease that causes Shalini to undergo a process of rapid skin growth, aging, and new skin every 6 weeks. With such unusual skin, she couldn't go out in public, couldn't go to school, and certainly she didn't even want to leave the house. Shalini's skin is changed every 45 days since she was born, and she has to soak herself in water for hours night and day, and apply steroid lotion every 3 hours to keep her skin from soaking in water the least. Because her family is too poor, she cannot walk anymore due to total sclerosis of her skin and has to sit in a wheelchair. To help the young girl overcome the trauma and improve the condition of her skin, a team of 19 doctors from the International Medical Academy in Malaga received the case at Banes Hospital in Marbella on September 10, 2017, and she was able to return home after 17 days of treatment. Shalini now wants to study to become a doctor to help other people experiencing the same condition as her. Originally an elderly doctor in California, this man is widely followed on social media because he looks like a teenage girl in rubber suits. Number 2. Robert. Robert, born in 1944, living in Orange County, USA, has a very strange hobby, always looking like a beautiful young girl without having to resort to painful surgeries. With makeup, tight shoes, a hooded mask, and a wig, he can transform himself into a sexy girl named Sherry. His interest in dressing up as sexy dolls began in 2009 when he found feminine items in his home. That Robert finds it attractive dressing up as a woman seems to be partly down to the fact that, for him, dating women is actually something of a letdown. Unlike transgenders or cutlery queens, rubber dolls don't feel like they are in the mistaken body. For Robert, dressing up as the opposite sex is simply a way to have fun. A typical Sherry day includes spending time snapping selfies on the patio of her Orange County mansion or lounging topless in her pool. Without the Sherry suit, Robert spends his days with his daughter and works in real estate as a developer. Vanga is a world-famous prophet with many accurate predictions about major events happening in the world. Although there is no real proof of her prophecies, I think psychic abilities are real. And the next girl also has that ability. Number 1. Nandana Unnikrishnan. Nandana Unnikrishnan was born in 2004 from Sharjah, India, known for her special, supernatural abilities. The Indian girl can sense other people's emotions, even read minds without touching or any assistive devices. The special ability was discovered at the age of 9. Nandana always reacted with every look, gesture, or action to what her mother thought. At first, Nandana's mother thought it was just a coincidence, but as things became more frequent, she predicted her daughter had special abilities. Experts determined that Nandana has Savant syndrome, a rare Savant syndrome in the world. People with Savant syndrome often outperform others in some areas. However, they often have psychological defects or neurodevelopmental disorders. In addition to reading her mother's mind without contact, Nandana said she heard the neighbors cry for help from a distance, once while taking a nap. When she woke up, Nandana told the story to her mother and villagers. Everyone went to find, but the unfortunate friend passed away due to drowning. Since then, it is believed that Nandana has the ability to hear the call of the dead. Tell me, who is the most impressive in this video? If anyone were to give birth as much as Valentina, humans would soon have to adapt to living in the sea like fish. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to watch more interesting videos. And now, goodbye and see you soon.